Hi guys, welcome back. The Christmas vibes caught up with me, so let's make some Christmas elves and a sweet Santa sleigh for them to ride into the Christmas party. I took a scrap of white felt and stamped some green stripes on it with acrylic paint. Paint long wooden beads red for the elf body. Cut a triangle of red fabric for the hat. Snip the stripy felt into thin strips for the arms and legs. To secure the head to the body, I wedged wooden matchsticks in the bead holes. You can add glue too if you want, but I found that these held it pretty tight. I added a drop of contact adhesive to the front of the head bead and pressed the hat triangle in place. Once it was secure, use tacky glue to close up the back seam of the hat, forming a pointy cone-shaped hat. Add a couple of stripes of tacky glue to the bottom of the body bead and glue the legs on flat so the elves can sit. Take a thin strip of toweling and glue it around the bottom of the hat. Don't forget a tiny tuft for the top point too. Trim the legs to the length that you want. For their little boots, I cut pointy-toed shoe shapes out of a scrap of EVA foam. Glue the boot shape to the outside of the leg with contact adhesive. Instead of cutting 2 boot shapes for each foot and sandwiching them together like a sensible person would do, I then cut tiny squares of black fabric and glued them onto the inside foot to cover up the end of the leg. Trim off any excess fabric poking out. I used a permanent marker to draw a belt on the body bead. Then with super glue gel, I glued a tiny rectangle nail art decoration to the belt and it looks like a gold buckle. To avoid the embarrassment of turning up to the Christmas party empty-handed, let's whip up a couple of gifts with some foam board scraps, a chocolate wrapper, and tie it all up with embroidery thread. The gifts needed a little bling, so I added a dot of tacky glue to the knot and dipped it into some caviar beads. For the other gift, I pulled a couple of leaves from a garland, trimmed them down to size and glued them onto the gift box. With contact adhesive, I glued the gift box to the hands of the elves. Add a dab of superglue to the toes of the boots and put a gold seed bead to look like a bell on the toe of each boot. They're pretty cute, but they need a sweet ride to go to the party. Is that sleigh bells I can hear? Out of scraps of cardboard, chipboard and some corrugated cardboard with one flat side removed, I built a sleigh and glued most of it together with contact adhesive. I kept the chipboard skids separate for now. If you're wondering why I wrapped the base piece with masking tape, it's because I wanted to make a more solid edge to the piece to help give the glue more surface area to adhere to. Corrugated cardboard with one flat surface removed allows it to be very flexible and it curves around shapes nicely. Glue in a little seat.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
Before I can glue on the skids, let's paint them. First a base coat of black, then follow with a coat of gold.
Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding and a cup of good cheer. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring some out here.
Paint both sides while you're at it.
Tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for
Use Spackle to fill in all the open edges of the cardboard. When it's dry, you can give it a sand. Make sure you don't breathe in any of the dust.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Make a mix of 50-50 Spackle and PVA glue and paint it all over the sleigh. To hurry the drying process, you can give it a blast with your hairdryer. When it's dry, give it a base coat with burnt umber. Next, dry brush it with copper. Paint the trim gold. That seat looks hard and the elves were sensitive butts, so I cut a scrap of sheepskin to size and trimmed all the wool really short for scale. The sheepskin hide is quite thick, so I cut partially through it so it would bend in place easier. I had to be careful not to cut all the way through it. I kept dry fitting the sheepskin until I was happy with it and glued it into place with contact adhesive. Now that looks so comfy and cozy. Finally, let's glue on the skids with super glue gel. Check it out, I managed to make something without gluing myself to it. Go me! And it's all done. Let's take a look at the final results and let the elves go to their Christmas party. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads, and leave a comment because I'd love to hear from you. It really helps my channel to grow. If you want to share your own crafty ideas and projects, join my Facebook page called Nessie Monster Crafts. And we have Fun Day Fridays where we can all show off our latest works in progress. If you can afford it, please consider buying me a coffee. Links for both my Facebook group and coffee account are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!